And see, this is what people don't understand about Paul. Paul came up with the whole NXT thing, like the whole concept. And as I sat there and he was laying it out to me, he was like, I'm like, yeah, 'cause it's just like minor league. Like you got to have like a system that teaches your system. Like so, they like they don't come in from the indies with bad habits. They come in the way you guys want them to come in. He just looked at me and says, that's one aspect. He says, Kev, he goes, it's so fucking hard to produce what we do at the degree that we do it. He goes, when you think of Turner and you think, he says, those guys one week are shooting race cars, the next week they're shooting pro wrestling or the NBA. So you don't have that specific guy that just knows. Because after 2 years, you know these guys move sets as well as anybody. If you're a camera guy, oh, okay, he's doing that. It's Balor, so now he's going to go do the fucking stomp. So I got to get so I've got to get up on these stairs so I get the shot down because this guy's covered. Like you, but see, only somebody that is thinking two moves ahead is thinking about no, I'm going to create a minor league for everything, including their own truck. Like they have their
Meaning that it's not just a training ground for the talent,
it's a
but the
training
guys that are going to be
ground.
shooting Raw in 3 years are
Yes,
going to learn at NXT.
and the people that are in the truck calling the shots. They're doing give me camera one, give me three, give me you know the guys that are doing audio, the guys that are doing packages.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is self sufficient. Everything is so you're basically building not only a brand, but lo and behold, if it was the Evansville situation or Marshall, when the team went down and you had NXT, you'd have some place to start
Right.
where everybody else would not. I know my heart and thoughts go out to anybody that's knows anybody or anybody that was involved in either of those tragedies, but I was just using them as a example, not for sensationalism.
So yeah, so point well taken about the vision and about NXT, and so now it's safe. So now it's safe to step back, Vince to put everything back in Paul's hands.
And then all of a sudden, you go head to head with AEW and you beat them by 300,000.
That did happen. We are going to talk about that. I want to ask you one more aspect of the whole Triple H and Vince and creative, because this is going to be talked to death on every. We try to we'll discuss stuff through the week, right? As stuff comes up, and if there's just nothing more to say on something, like last week with we took the McCarthy thing and that speaker, we're like, well, it's been covered to death. Everyone's
Yeah, no, there was
so we
something
look
to
for an
talk about.
angle that maybe we could add some insight. So I want to ask you, Vince, stability for Wall Street, but your locker room is a different story. The guys involved in creative, not from a writing standpoint, but their characters. It's affecting them. The decisions in creative directly affecting their character, their title runs, their TV time, their careers. In essence, since it's WWE or bust. What do you think the locker room looks like with a Paul versus a Vince? Now, you haven't been in. Chris Hibbler says, hey, Kev, thanks for the recommendation of Wrestlers OVW. It was great. My question is, if they ever went under, do you think WWE and Triple H would hire Al Snow like they did Heyman when ECW folded? Well,
Well,
hired. Heyman. I suspect that was an agreement. You know, that job for life agreement when you do something for somebody. If you look at the bankruptcy filings that I have from ECW, when Paul took control of the company, HHG Inc., you have to list all your debtors that you owe money to. What did he owe $500,000 to the WWE for? What were those payments for? To keep you fat and afloat and alive until I can swallow you whole, but you'll have a job for life, Paul. Take this check. Any questions from the audience? Oh, that was for you, Al Snow. Would you think they would take Al Snow?
I don't know.
Josh Henney. Hi, Josh. Did someone recently write a book about this? In reference to
Todd is God, I believe so.
About the Heyman thing. Yeah. Go grab it on audio. You'll enjoy all my impressions on that. Particularly fond of my Too Cold Scorpio. Brandon Douglas, when you go to the Performance Center, do you ever get in the ring and work on things with any of the students?
I've only been down there one time working with anybody. I worked with Amos, and I did actually get in the ring with him.
How are the rings? Are the rings any softer than like the Yokozuna days when you guys were
yeah.
Okay.
Those rings got real soft once Vince started bouncing around.
That's funny.
It's a shoot.
Brandon Douglas, when you go to the Performance Center, do you ever get in the ring and work on things with any of the students?
I've only been down there one time working with anybody. I worked with Amos, and I did actually get in the ring with him.
How are the rings? Are the rings any softer than like the Yokozuna days when you guys were
yeah.
Okay.
Those rings got real soft once Vince started bouncing around.
That's funny.
It's a shoot.
Brandon Douglas, when you go to the Performance Center, do you ever get in the ring and work on things with any of the students?
I've only been down there one time working with anybody. I worked with Amos, and I did actually get in the ring with him.
How are the rings? Are the rings any softer than like the Yokozuna days when you guys were
yeah.
Okay.
Those rings got real soft once Vince started bouncing around.
That's funny.
It's a shoot.